Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So I'm not too sure if the camera's going to be recording. I have a new setup. I'm trying out a new helmet, so we're going to see what's going on. I'm going to try out the 2024 Lowrider ST because there's a waiting queue for the other bikes. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Give it a minute to cycle through the ECU, ECM. So there it is. Let's do a quick little walk around. I'm not a fan of this color. 117 Lowrider ST. They haven't really done much to it since the 2022. Yeah, 2022 models. So I'm guessing we're heading out. Just banged my knee on the thing. Let's go ahead and get her off the kickstand. Like I said, this is red rock. The red rock color, 2024. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna follow this fella right here. There's a lot of people just hanging about. So this one actually has the Rockford Fosgate system in it, which is pretty neat. It doesn't come like that standard though. Like I said, the color, it's like a billiard red or something. It's not, I mean, they call it red rock, but not a fan of the color at all. But the overall bike I do like. Of course, we have the 117 powertrain. My Lowrider S has the 114. I should catch up to the other rider because I don't know the route, but the route seems a little short. So we're going down San Jose, you know, beautiful city, beautiful weather, perfect. We've just been going through a lot of rain and it finally cleared up. And luckily today is such a beautiful day to be out and riding. Let's see where this guy is at. So this guy has the 2024 Road Glide with the tour pack. Are we supposed to go down this way or down? All right, so Nagley, yeah, turn right and then. Yeah, I think it's up ahead. I'm not too sure. All right, so yeah, we are trying out the SRT modular helmet from Bell. And this is my second time wearing it, so far it's been very, very good. The 2024 looks beautiful. The Road Glide, man, I really dig the new bags. The color's all right. You know, I'm not a fan of green. I'm not a fan of blue, but that green looks all right. It looks a lot better than this red rock, that's for sure. So we're gonna turn right here on this next street. So the 117 wants to take off. I think this is it, right? I think this is it. I don't remember what street we're supposed to turn down, but anyways, man, that's a good looking bike. 2024 Road Glide. I'm supposed to be talking about the 2024, but anyways, nothing has changed for the 2024 model. You guys can obviously see for the 2024 Road Glide, there's been a lot of changes. Now for the 2024, we haven't, you know, done anything else. It's got ABS standard, like always. You have cruise control standard. Oh, I believe they added traction control, if that's correct. I think they added traction control on this thing. I'm not entirely sure. I believe they added traction control this year, and I believe that's standard. Are we supposed to go down this street? I think we're supposed to go down that street. Yeah, nobody's coming along with us. They showed us the map, but man, my memory's bad. But like I mentioned last year, I believe last year or the year before, they actually moved the air intake up towards the front of the bike, so my shin no longer bangs up against intake, which is, you know, nice. A lot of people in the Facebook group, that's what they were doing. They were swapping out the intake because this elbow breather was bumping into people's shins. I'm 5'7". I can, you know, fully flat foot the bike, and if you're a taller rider than 5'7", then your shin was, you know, always banging up against that intake. And it was more noticeable on the touring models because, you know, they have forward controls. So overall, man, the bike's performing just well. I'm a huge fan of the fairing, of what Harley did with the 2024s. I think Harley really hit it out of the park with the Lowrider ST, and you know, there's a reason why this is, I believe this is Harley's best-selling softail, and it's, you know, because of what I mentioned. You have inverted forks, dual disc brakes, you have a 5-gallon fuel tank, you got a fixed fairing, frame-mounted fairing, you have a taller monoshock on this one than you get on most of the other softails. So you get a little bit more travel in the suspension. So just improvements everywhere, little tweaks here and there, and like I mentioned, I believe it's well worth the money, considering the saddlebags alone now, you know, you're looking at $1,500, but before that was a $3,000 option. Then of course, if you're, you know, before Advent Black started with the fairing, because now Advent Black sells it, but before, you know, this was also like a $2,000 option as well, because the frame was locked, and I think the frames on the 2022s are also different because they added a mounting hole or something like that onto the Lowrider S on 2022, I believe, when they introduced the Sport Touring. The Lowrider S Sport Touring, yes, that's right. So you guys can also see, of course, we have the Street Bob Speedo here. Not, you know, it's not analog or anything like that. So it's visible. You know, I guess people have been complaining about that. I've never seen it as an issue, because I've been test riding these bikes for so long. You know, I typically make it to these demo events all the time. So it's unfortunately that the route doesn't have a little bit of highway freeway. You're not going to be able to take it out and you know, see its full capabilities of the wind protection, the benefits of the wind, of the fairing, because this route has no man, what's it called? This route has no highway riding. Sorry guys, Saturday morning. I got off of work early just so I could make it to this event. I might be here tomorrow because they're doing it both days. I'm just surprised they didn't do it on Friday. Typically it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For some reason this year, or here in San Jose, or I'm not sure what it is, typically it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They did it Saturday, Sunday. I guess they're not doing it Friday. I don't know. Maybe there just wasn't enough people coming out on Fridays, but I mean, that was my day to come, because man, there's a lot of people here today. And like I mentioned earlier, the only reason why I'm test riding the 2024 Lowrider ST is because there's a waiting list for the other bikes. You know, there's a lot of hype. A lot of people want to see what these new touring models have to offer. And you know, it's just all the rider assist, all the rider safety enhancements, and the way the looks, I mean, the CVO styling, everything about the 2024s, you know, it's fantastic. And $26,000, you really can't beat that price. You can see the tail light on the road glide up ahead. You can see they're full LEDs, and it's got that custom look instead of having that old bullet style tail lights. But yes, as always, the Lowrider ST is one of my, I'd say it's my favorite softail. It's my favorite softail. It is my favorite softail because of you know, everything that I mentioned. You have all these unique features. You have all these extras, and you know, you have a little bit of both when it comes to the to these bikes. You have a good CD rider because it's under 850 pounds, or how much does the Road Glide weigh? I believe it's 840, 860 this year. I think it's 840 because they're able to reduce some weight. But I mean, it's under 800 pounds, and it has the same powertrain. Both of these have the new 117, or that has the 117 liquid cooled. This one's still oil cooled, air cooled, oil cooled. That one's both oil cooled, air cooled, and liquid cooled because it's only the heads. So I'll you know, if I get a chance to ride the Road Glide, I'll go ahead and just leave that in the comments, or I'll mention it in the motovlog or whatever. But anyways, back onto the Lowrider ST. Why is it my favorite? Because you also have the saddlebags for this bike too. It's got the Sport Glide saddlebags, and I've been a huge fan of them. You know, I've really grown to like the Lowrider ST saddlebags. Well, these are lopsided. If you guys see my videos, you guys know that the Lowrider ST saddlebags are quite lopsided. They're not great, but I think the styling of it, the way they look on the bike on the Lowrider S, I'm a huge fan of it, but of the saddlebags. But of course, you have some limitations. I always mention in my videos. You know, there's a little bit of trade-off: styling, comfort, capacity. You know, all of this stuff. There's a trade-off between styling. You know, you can have the most comfortable seat available. You know, long range seat, but it's not going to look good because it's so wide. The seat is so wide. The padding's, you know, bigger. It's huge, and then of course, you know, if it's a two-up seat, it's not going to look good. So there's got to be a trade-off. You know, like I mentioned, there's got to be a trade-off between styling. That's why I like my Saddlemen Pro Series seat, because it's a little bit comfortable. It's got, you know, it's got enough cushion, but it doesn't kill the overall look. You know, like I've always mentioned, is it the best comfort seat out there available? No, it's not. Saddlemen has, you know, of course, different options for different people. So looks like we're coming to an end for this demo ride 2024. It's still the same bike. You guys can watch my 2022, my 2023 demo 117 Lowrider ST. You guys can watch any of my videos, and it's still the same bike. It is still the same bike. All right, let's go ahead and all right, so that is 2024 Lowrider ST. It's fun. All right, it's fun, it's great. You're able to test ride these bikes, and it's free gas, so I'll take it. All right, you guys, stay tuned for more demo rides later.